Good morning, Dos Pueblos.
Welcome to our monthly DP News magazine show, Beyond DP, a show a little bit longer than our regular shows, taking a deeper look into the stories of our community.
In today's show, we'll be talking about how a community-centered restaurant continues to attract customers,
A new district ban on cell phones in classrooms,
a DP captain, how she leads her team to success,
the recent remodel on Old Town Goleta streets,
a local lifeguard keeping our beaches safe.
and a DP athlete committed to continue to play his sport at the collegiate level.
Well, Michael, I can't wait to get started on today's show.
I agree, Sophia, and we can't wait for you guys to see it.
I'm Sophia Pixley.
I'm Michael Nuno.
We're going Beyond DP.
And it
Starts
now.
now.
At the Nugget, it's more than just meals that keep locals coming back and the tourists rolling in.
It's a sense of belonging. This cozy, community-driven spot has become a neighborhood favorite where regulars gather to enjoy food and share moments that feel like home.
DP News reporters Towns Widger, Lucas Trexler, Arthur Bonifield, and Everett Womack bring us a behind-the-scenes look at this local favorite.
The Nugget has been a local staple since the opening of its original location in 1970. Manager Caleb Brunkhorst says the secret to the chain's success is a strong sense of community.
The Nugget came to be what it is today because of the community and the employees. It's fun, I think, for me because I can enjoy it with my daughter, and it's a very family-oriented place, very community-oriented, and that's what kind of holds us together as a community. The Nugget's very special to me because it is family-owned by my grandfather, Bob Montgomery. I started working at the Summerlin location myself when I was about 19, so I've been with the company for over 16 years now.
The Gold Rush themed restaurant has attracted customers from and visitors to the Santa Barbara area for over 50 years and compiled many memories along the way.
There's a lot of history, especially the Summerlin location.
Some of these customers include some very significant people.
We've had two presidents come, Ronald Reagan and Clinton. Clinton played a saxophone, and then here too. I mean, we've had a lot of parties with our regulars on the patio, especially with DJs, live music. There's a lot of cool history.
With the restaurant's growing popularity, its reach is growing as well.
I think expanding the Nugget is important because that also allows the community to understand that we're coming in as like this wholesome place to be, this neighborhood restaurant, and a lot of people desire that. And Carpinteria especially has a very similar community with their regulars as we do in Goleta here. This isn't always the easiest profitable, but it is easier when you have multiple locations. If this is something you're looking to do, you need to love it. I think it's easy here because of the community that we have, the customers that we have. It's easy to keep going because they love it here and there's a purpose to be here. Yeah.
With its success, the future of the Nugget is only looking up. For DP News, I'm Lucas Trexler.
It's clear that this local gem is serving up more than just great food. It's building a community.
A new cell phone ban in DP classrooms is bringing a shift in daily routines, with students and teachers adjusting to a phone-free learning space.
DP News reporters Tyler McCutcheon, Wyatt Lawfer, and Lucas Abagazala bring us the mixed reactions on how it's impacting the classroom.
In a time where technology is always at our fingertips, Dos Pueblos is taking a step to reclaim classroom focus. On August 13th, Santa Barbara Unified School District implemented a new rule where students must place their silenced cell phones in the cell hotels for the duration of class.
I think that, we're a learning place, right? That's what our job is to encourage learning and give students the best environment to do that. And so I think positive number one is that we are taking a distraction away. We talked about this a little bit in our admin assemblies as well, is just the research that backs up why we're doing this, right? Like that stat I gave you earlier about it takes 20 minutes for you to refocus, the average person to refocus after using the phone. Well, 20 minutes in an hour and a half class, that's a long time, right? A lot of class that you're missing.
So yeah, the phone policy can, like I said, it can be a little bit of a damper on morale temporarily, like when you're first told that you need to put your phone away, which is something that most people really love having with them. There's a couple exceptions. There can be like medical reasons why you might have a specific app that's only on your phone for like diabetes, for example, or something.
With this new cell phone policy largely affecting the students here at DP, how is the student body reacting to this?
Before the policy was made, I found myself using my phone probably like only a few times in class, just like check up on things, but really not much. Seen a lot of the social media posts, a lot of like people our age complaining about it and like saying like this is like the downfall of us. But yeah, I've seen a lot on social media.
With similar policies being applied to schools all around the state, only time will tell how this change will impact the overall learning environment and whether it will be a lasting solution. For DP News, this has been Wyatt Loffer.
Looks like the cell hotels are getting all booked up.
Quinn Gleason, captain of the cross-country team, isn't just running for herself, she's running for her team.
Pushing her limits at every practice and race, Quinn leads by example, determined to inspire her teammates and carry them to victory with every stride.
DP News reporters Sayla Blackwell, Abby Selzer, and Deb Wigo bring us a closer look into her role as a captain.
Captaining a team can be hard. But for senior and cross-country captain Quinn Gleason, the struggles are well worth it. It's been really fun. I really like connecting with different people and meeting different people on the team and helping organize fun team events. Her goals for the team are simple. I hope to help make sure that the team culture stays positive and is a really welcoming, friendly environment where like all people can come and find a love for running. And her younger teammates say that she's achieving them.
Quinn, like even as a freshman, she would always be super welcoming of like everyone who came into the team. And that was really nice because she would talk to you not like you were like this little slow freshman. She organizes a ton of things and she makes it like a very positive experience.
Older teammates have taught Quinn Gleason the importance of good leadership.
Older teammates have really set examples of what high school students are like when I was a freshman and sophomore, and how to be a leader, and how to help others on the team, and how to also be strong runners and student athletes.
I think cross country is the hardest thing you can do in high school. Mentally, physically, it's just insanely taxing.
And a strong team culture is crucial for a sport with so many challenges.
Running is such like a difficult sport that you really need like a good connection to the team. It makes running a lot better.
Everybody here is so supportive and they love to talk with you and run with you and they understand what you're going through. And it's really like a second family.
A true leader is one who lifts others up and puts others first. And cross-country captain Quinn Gleason does just that. In the words of her fellow captain,
she's a speedy queen. What can I say?
Quinn's dedication to her team shows that being a captain is about more than just crossing the finish line first.
If you've gone down the streets of Old Town Goleta, you'll probably have noticed the change on the roads, as the city of Goleta is underway on a new street layout.
It's a big change for the Goleta community. Here's Sam Mitchell, Carlo Anderson, and Jonathan Harling on the streets with the locals' mixed reviews.
If you take Hollister Avenue and pass through Old Town Goleta, you might have noticed the new paint job on the Old Town Strip. It now features more parking areas and most controversially has been changed from 2 lanes to 1.
So this project has actually been in the work for probably about 30 years. They've been studying the Old Town corridor to see how they can make safety improvements, add parking. And they actually did a complete street study that started the antithesis of this project. So this was a way to get safe streets for all, for pedestrians, vehicles, and bicyclists. And it was also a way to bring in parking, additional parking, at a lower cost.
While additional parking is beneficial, pulling out of the new parking spots can be challenging, as drivers need to move their cars slowly into oncoming traffic. However, the city holds a different view, believing that the new back-ended parking method is safer for drivers when exiting their vehicles.
Research has shown that back-angle parking is a safer approach to parking. It gives you more sight distance to see pedestrians, and then once you back in and park, when you open your doors, if you have children or elderly, they can't go into moving traffic, so the doors protect them. So it is a safety feature.
Despite the new changes, some residents are concerned about traffic flow on the strip, particularly when people are parking and during rush hour.
So the goal of the project is to reduce traffic collisions for pedestrians, vehicles, and bicycles. To do that, we've reduced the speed limit to 25 miles per hour. We implemented a designated bicycle lane, and we've also increased the buffer between vehicles and pedestrian traffic. So far, the project is still fairly new. It's only 2 months old. So we're still collecting data and making any minor adjustments as needed, but it will take some time before we actually have enough data to determine whether the improvements have reduced collisions or not.
With the pilot project being closely monitored by the city, we can expect some modifications in the future. Reporting for DP News, I'm Sam Mitchell.
This new traffic pattern has the community talking, and only time will tell how it shapes daily life in the area.
With the sun high and the waves crashing, local lifeguard Keenan Bauer is always on watch.
DP News reporters Luke Knight, Rachel Genesis, and Xenia Potter share how he makes sure the only thing getting swept away on his watch is the summer heat.
My favorite thing about being a lifeguard is the work environment. I get to work at the beach and be at all the beautiful Santa Barbara locations. The weather can be an issue, especially at these hot days. It can be you're stuck at the beach. You have the ocean to cool off, but it can get really hot, especially these last 2 days. My sister's friends were lifeguards, and I thought it'd be the perfect summer job for me. And my friends were doing it as well, so I just thought we'd all do it. Not only the medical stuff and the being prepared for an emergency, but as well like being able to help someone when they need help, knowing what to do, being knowledgeable when someone needs assistance, you can go up and help them. And I found that I've just been overall like more aware of things in my real life. I mean, the same people I see at school, I get to work with, and vice versa. Not only at DP, but SM as well. Being able to meet people that I wouldn't have met otherwise is great. Working with students that are going into college or in college is great too. I get to hear their work experience and their college experience and kind of get a preview of how they did it and how it's going for them, and I'm definitely learning off that.
His dedication ensures that a day in the sun stays fun for everyone.
DP student and captain of the local Santa Barbara soccer club team, Isaiah Robledo, has worked very hard to dominate on the soccer field and in the classroom.
And now he's been awarded an opportunity to play at the collegiate level.
Here's our very own Sophia Pixley with more details on this announcement.
My name is Isaiah Robledo. I'm committed to play Division I soccer at Brown University. My biggest support system is definitely my family, especially my brother. He helps me a lot. He's the reason I started playing soccer, and the reason that I keep playing today is because of my family, my mom and my dad. I felt really excited when I got the offer. I chose Brown because it was an Ivy League school and I couldn't pass up the opportunity to get an Ivy League education. The club team I'm on is the MLS Next U17 team with Santa Barbara Soccer Club. Playing on my club team has shaped me because I've grown up with most of the people that have been on that team for the past, 10 years. So we've gotten super close and we've just kind of helped each other throughout the pathway. I think one of the most important lessons that I've learned from one of my coaches is that I don't know everything. There's always more to learn. You can always improve yourself, be a better soccer player, be a better person. Some sacrifices I've had to make were not being able to play soccer at DP because my club doesn't allow me to. I've also given up a lot of weekends traveling and going to faraway games. But I think the most important one and the most memorable was to Spain. I went with a lot of my friends and we got to spend a week together, living together, and that got us super close, and I think that improved how we played on the field as well. One of my biggest goals at Brown is to focus on my education. I don't really want to play professional afterwards, so I think really focusing on the educational aspect is really important for me.
Good work, Isaiah. We can't wait to see what you do at Brown.
Well, that's all for this year's first episode of Beyond DP.
We'll see you next month.
And this has been
Beyond DP.